Hello guys, this is theradman and I'm here today playing some Minecraft mod pack. As you can see, a little bit of stuff has happened since our last episode. I believe this is episode 6 or 7 now. I've hooked up a little bit of an automatic thing to this sucker, which I'm beginning to think I might have to unhook actually, because I keep getting wisps, which means I need to let the area rebalance out, whatever it is called. Even though I have an automatic tree farm, I'm still always out of wood. But I know that there's wood in here. I'll just take this much wood. I'll show you guys what this setup is in a minute. It's obviously not done yet, but it's a pretty good setup for the time I've had to work on it. Because, in reality, it's only been about 1 day since I recorded the last episode. And if you're wondering what all these wands are, it's basically the biggest thing that's been eating up my, my time. I'll show you why. That's not my Thumbonomicon, actually. It's really not. There it is. So I was looking into ways to. Oh my gosh, you must be kidding me! I hate this glitch. I'll be right back. There we go. I fixed it. Crap! I better check behind me every time. So, if you'll notice, last time I didn't actually have a wall out here. This time I do. But I see you, creeper. Where are you? Huh. Thought for sure there'd be a creeper there. Oh, he's underground. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've been having a lot of issues with mobs escaping from this thing lately. I'm starting to think it's actually not the tube though. I'm wondering if it's this elevator, because I think for some reason they are able to like glitch out of a block when the world reloads. And as you can see, I kind of let one of those breeding machines run. I should probably shut it off soon, but I need books because as you can see I have 38 levels. So I made some of these wands of excavation. They're not too hard to make. In fact, they're really easy because I have a lot of almost broken iron tools from caving. Like here you see, still got some use of it. Not really useful for digging, but put it in our cauldron and that's part of what, that's more than what instrumentum I need to craft this. And during my caving I found quite a few shards. They're in here. I don't know where my earth shards went. And I was also experimenting around with these in creative, and I found that they are actually really nice for breaking blocks relatively quickly. They don't break them too quickly compared to like some diamond enchanted stuff, but they do the job. They get it done, which is what I want. So I'll show you what I've done since you guys saw me last, because there's actually quite a bit. But first I'm going to put in a barrel or two along this line because I don't want it to cause me lag because it's trying to eat everything. So this will just collect any extra wood so it won't be bothering me anymore. So I guess I'll begin. Can't really get in the tree farm, or I'd begin there. We'll just begin with stuff that isn't directly this, because this is all the new stuff. So I did make all the. Oh, that's blasphemous. I did make a tool manager, as you can see. That actually, these two machines, like the the cart assembler tool manager, and then the cargo manager, actually probably the easiest two things to make. The hard part comes making the advanced detector rails that run them, which I'll show you once the cart gets back to unload. And there's obviously a lot of XP everywhere, so this part of the system is currently broken. As you can see, I just have this making charcoal because it takes the wood in the top, and then it just picks it up and puts it in here where I can then siphon it out. Eventually I'll be upgrading all that to pneumatic tubing because this is about all my pneumatic tubing up to this point, and pneumatic tubing isn't actually that efficient, and this is where the rest of the coal comes from, because I know from experience if you run this for too long, even with the arcane bellows, strange stuff will start happening. Like my creative world, I have to do I have to reset the weather like every 5 minutes or something. It's crazy. Entire stack, stupid. I think I know what happened. I think I accidentally put the rest of my pneumatic tubing into here, so hopefully this should coax it out of hiding. Because I think it did, which is good. I'll just stick the rest of that in there. Yes. So pneumatic tubes, the reason I'm using these and a relay over this pipe is because pneumatic tubes will always fill it up but not overflow, which is what I need with this system, because if it will produce more charcoal than I can use, which is why I just siphoned this is going to be like the offshoot. This is going to be like my wood storage from now on, because there should be enough charcoal to run this generator, except I don't have the system on right now. Where'd my I'll have to find my wrench and adjust that in a minute. But yeah, I just turn it on and off here. I'll just go give that a stack of charcoal. I'm thinking about switching it to wood, because even though it does burn charcoal relatively fast, it doesn't burn it extremely fast. And oh yeah, my big landmark, I made a quarry. It took literally basically all the usage on these wands plus 2 or 3 broken iron pickaxes of mining down here. I'll just come show you. Yeah, so I was on about my 3rd or 4th broken iron pickaxe when I decided, you know, I have all these shards from like caving, because I also did a lot of caving off screen. So I thought, well, why don't I try using one? So, ooh, rubies, no, emerald. What are these? Whatever they're called. And as you can see, it breaks blocks. And I haven't been able to tell. I don't think it actually uses up that much aura, because even though I've cleared out a fair amount of space with these things, it hasn't ever seemed to affect my like the wisps and stuff. All you do is point, right click. Now the normal one is slower than tar, which is why I have made so many of them, because I had so many shards, and they're really easy to make, by the way, because I have a lot of iron and extra metal that I'm not using. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of them have this frugal and charging. I want to see, is charging the equivalent of repair? Because there is repair in this game. Oh, I think repair is the equivalent of charging. Yes. I need to get charging on all these, because some of these, I made multiple because I've only slightly experimented with enchanting because of oh yeah, I also made an anvil, which was insane, because you can't just craft iron blocks, you have to actually compress them. Yeah, kind of annoying, kind of a pain in the butt. So yeah, I'm gonna actually get some, we're gonna make a barrel of books by the enchanting table, I decided, because this is getting ridiculous. I have to kill like every cow every time when I want my books. And I would eventually like to get, let's see, a wand of, I kind of want a wand of fire, because I've experimented with them, and I think as long as I'm careful, I could pretty much clear this pen and get like all the stuff I want without it causing too much damage. I'm not going to say that it would leave all the cows unharmed, because that would be a outright lie. But I really don't care about the cows, because I have an infinite breeder in theory going on. As long as I keep it supplied with wheat, I don't really care if I lose 1 or 2 cows to experimentation. Okay, we're actually not talking about 1 or 2 cows. We're probably talking quite a few cows, but that's beside the point. So, the other thing I'm going to do is I need a carrot barrel. I have so many carrots in this sucker. Look at this. Look at this. All the carrots. Thank you. So yeah, we're going to be, I might be rethinking this farm a little because, it's become necessary to me that I might need to expand the storage for this sucker because, I am doing... So, before when I made this farm, I wasn't doing that much work here, and now I'm doing a lot of work here. Oh my gosh, is there a skeleton outside the system again? Because it looks like there is. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Where are they coming from? Okay, I hear it. I hear you, skeleton. Okay, I don't think he was out. I think he was just in the mob evader, but taking his time about it. Because I've literally, every time I come into my world, there's always... Are you kidding me? There's always a monster somewhere in it. It hasn't failed yet. There we go. Here it is. So this is the cart. It has a woodcutter, a fertilizer. This was the biggest pain in the butt to make. A coal engine, which I've put charcoal into. And it has 4 internal chests because, in my experience, sometimes you can fill up 1 chest going through a tree farm, and sometimes you can fill up every single chest. So, just to be safe, and yeah, fertilizer is just bones or bone meal. I'm going to be shipping it bones because this is what's going to be giving it its fuel. This is what takes everything out of it. Oops. Okay. We're actually going to give that some of this stuff. I'm shifting. I can take 3 stacks, I think. Yeah, I can take 3 stacks. Try not to spill items on the ocean because it'll be like the 20th time I've had to swim down to the floor of the ocean. And ideally, all of this would be connected by pneumatic tubing eventually. Oh, I did it again. Ideally, all of this would be connected by like pneumatic tubing because then it would just be all automatic. I wouldn't have to actually come over here and click the barrels for coal. And the reason I haven't really explained anything is because I've already had this run out of fuel like twice, and I don't like it when it does, so we're just gonna replace these so it'll chop the tree, because it only will chop a tree if a wood block is present here. So keep that in mind if you're making an automatic farm with this method. So what I have here is I have a ossuary gate, which was kind of annoying to make. It's what that over there, which I'll explain in a minute, is doing. I only have 2 diamonds left because of all the construction. I had like 22, and then the quarry took me down to 4, and then I made 8 gates, of which I think I still have 5. But yeah, so saplings and apples come over here, where simply saplings go down, apples go over, then they have to go down. So then you can see we have a lot more saplings and apples, so we'll have to start thinking about processing these sooner. And as you can see here, I have 3 furnaces. Whatever these furnaces don't catch or can't process, it just goes over to the barrel. Because, yeah, you saw that orange wisp. I've only ever seen those when I've deeply corrupted the aura, so I'm kind of worried now. Because last time I saw one of those, it caused me so much annoyance. And it looks like there's mobs running around amok right now. And, oh yeah, I also noticed the second I walked back here that my mob spawner is working a ton better than it used to be. And I don't know if I showed you guys this barrel, but oops, but it just holds all the string. And this is my pride and joy right now. It's a laser and a assembly table. 2 biggest pieces of pain in the butt I've ever seen, but they're worth it. So you use wands, no, you use You use this to select like what it's making and what it will make, which is redstone chipsets which use 1 redstone, and then a gate which uses 1 redstone chipset. So pretty reasonable. Now, the reason I'm crafting these all into gates right now, I think it's X is the mini map, by the way, if you ever do that accidentally. And this is just a Stirling engine with coal, or charcoal, I mean. And as this thing collects MJ or whatever from this laser, this is the only thing that can collect it from, by the way. And these are the 2 biggest sons of craps to make because they take a lot of obsidian. But luckily I have wands of excavation which can actually harvest obsidian. And so yeah, I showed you this sorter. Right now all our core does is kind of spit stuff into this chest. See, we have a little bit of copper. It looks like we're starting to get down to the good stuff though, hopefully. Or at least we will be soon. It's going really slow because it's only the power of 1 generator into 1 electrical engine at this point. So very, very little fuel. I'm looking at changing this into a biogenerator just because once we start biogas production with our fermenter, we won't actually really need to have our coal being used up in here, but I might keep it just as kind of a backup because we are going to get a lot of charcoal from this, or a lot of wood, depending on how the system runs. And now I should never have a problem with crafting again. I can just come up here, grab my wood, or vice versa, stacking in there. And if you're thinking, well, that barrel will fill up, well, I've got 6 more, and I can always put them along here, because a barrel will hold 64 stacks of 64 before it fills up. This is an alloy furnace. It burns wood or anything that a normal furnace burns, and you use it to combine like tin and copper in a crafting table will give you bronze, whereas in the alloy furnace they give you brass, which is the main ingredient of pneumatic tubing. I'll just show you the crafting for that. See, it's brass, which is simply, these don't have to be in any order. It's 1 tin to 3 copper. I think this image is outdated though because I have like this shiny copper, which has thrown me off. And as you can see, I don't think I'll have any problems with brass for a while because I'm actually going to see what it's even used for. Because if I just made a bunch of it for pneumatic tubing but I don't have any of the machinery, I'll feel kind of stupid. Yeah, retriever, this is what we're going to need pretty soon because it's like the heart and soul of what's it called? It's like one of the most important things I can use because it can retrieve a specific amount of items, and it connected with pneumatic tubing will never overflow. So if I do keep a generator or 2 or 3 generators, they would definitely have to use tubing because right now this pipe has overflowed so many times, which is why I'm just manually fueling it. Let's see. So yeah, this is actually a really basic setup. This just uses more ossuary gates. I'll show you the crafting recipe for those. I did have to go Enderman hunting, so keep this in mind before you go looking for autarchic gates. Well, I obviously slaughtered that. And this is just the amount of whatever the energy from that laser is measured in. So you'll need a pulsing chipset, a gate, and a redstone iron chipset. A redstone is just redstone and iron. Pulsing chipset is just redstone and ender pearl, but you get 2 of them. So it wasn't actually that hard because I believe I still have an ender pearl somewhere, because I know I've killed at least 1 or 2 caving. I just don't remember what happened to the pearls. So and plus they usually wander around here occasionally. So it's not actually that hard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill some cows and get rid of my levels because I want to show you mining, about how long you'll be looking at if you mine with wands of excavation. I'm just looking here. I think frugal treasury and I think potency 3 with charging 1 or 2 with treasure 2 would be like the best wand you could get, because I believe it would break blocks faster. I'm not going to do it because I have to actually open this digger's backpack every time I want my dirt. Yeah, I believe that is actually the best combination of the 3. I don't know what this frugal is. I have no idea. And for the ones that don't have the equivalent of repair, which is called charging, I think I will just like this is why I need a book farm, guys, because this is murder on my ears right now, because I've figured out I'm extremely loud when I talk, apparently, into the microphone, or at least it records extremely loud. So if I'm not careful, I can easily blast out your eardrums without even meaning to. This should be enough leather. We only need like 4 or 5 books. You're in my way. Stay. Oh yeah, the other reason I don't have any books is because I was extending the I called them reeds. It's sugarcane, technically. I'll just call it my paper farm though, because that's what I'll be using it for. I extended the paper farm. I kind of, for some reason, thought they had to be planted on sand, but obviously I was wrong, because I replanted some of them on soil or dirt, whatever you prefer to call it. And this should give me enough for quite a few books, because I want to, like I said, I want to have a barrel where I can just get get books from, and then I can just use that the extra 10 or so levels on to put something on a wand if I need it. Like if I get charging, I'll put it on a wand. And that reminds me, I have wood. No, I don't. I need wood, because I'm gonna make an iron chest to hold enchanted books, because I will get a lot of these, I am sure. And for now, I'm not gonna get rid of any of them, so I'll just keep expanding the area that they have. I'm going to have to look up, like, somewhere. There's gotta be a way to turn down these mob sounds without turning down. I really wish that we had the update where they had like the sound mixers, so that I could like just turn down hostile mobs but not the overall volume, because I don't really want to have to turn down the entire game sounds per se, because when I do that, that's usually when something gets blown up by a creeper. Okay, now we're ready to actually craft. If I seem kind of scatterbrained, I am. Sorry. It's just things have been kind of crazy here lately. Let's see. Yeah, it's just been crazy. Big pain in the butt lately. And I've just been trying to play Minecraft more often, get recording. I know I haven't. I'm pretty sure at this point I haven't actually released the episode before this, just because my video editor's been giving me some issues. That's probably one of the worst books I've ever gotten, by the way, guys. I'm gonna do that all the time. I just know it. Okay, I want, what's it called? I want charging. Charging? You stink. I have a feeling I will go through a lot of books though, because I have a mob spawner fueling my... Okay, guys, first 3 books of the day suck. Literally, well, I can always use them as a source of magic, though, because I've explained that in earlier videos, I think. Because where they're enchanted, they have natural magic in them. And I'll need to eventually find out where those spires are, because I know they're not on the spawning pads, but I don't know where they are. Anyway, yeah, that's this setup. This is just a plate bending machine, which I had to use. Beware, you'll have to find titanium if you want a quarry. I don't know why, but you will. It took me forever, so don't expect it to be easy to make a quarry, because it is not. You know what? Oh, volume. Where's my mixer? I think Minecraft might actually have like the loudest sound out of all of my sounds. Yeah, we'll turn that down. No, that should help. Yeah, I think that's what the issue has been. Sorry if I've been a little loud. It's kind of hard because I can't judge myself until I watch my video, and that usually requires me to put it through my editor and all these other steps just to tell if I've been too loud in a video. And as you can see, I have a lot of iron and unprocessed ore, so now that I've actually got a way of generating continuous electricity through charcoal, I will be actually processing that ore. And if you need to get like almost a stack but not quite a stack, you can just sit here and hit a barrel. As you can see, I almost got a full stack, but I didn't quite. Yeah, I'm gonna go show you a wand, show you about how fast they work and what the different enchantments can do as far as I can tell. And I'm pretty sure at least 9/10 of my mine right now is in a slime chunk, because it's chock full of slimes, if you can't tell already. And I'm just gonna have my sword ready, because last time I came in here, like right off the bat, I started getting hit, and I almost actually died because I didn't have any beef or pork or whatever. So we'll just kill these guys because they are so flipping annoying. I don't really care about the babies until they start actually getting in my way, but right now, since they're not really in my way, I don't really care. You die, you die, you die. I need to actually, I feel like I'm gonna have to make a mob spawning system eventually, but not right now. So we'll do a potency 2, frugal 3. As you can see, it mines it pretty fast. I say about as fast as a enchanted diamond pick. Now I did find that there are these machines called drills that can mine faster. I did make one, but then I threw it away because it was extremely slow compared to the one I had practiced with in creative. So I was like, you know what, I'll just stick with wands, because they were actually faster than the drill. This is once the slimes die, because they annoy me and I can't pick up torches. So as you can see, it's pretty fast, and I still use my enchanted diamond pick on like redstone and stuff because I don't have that much of it. But you don't have to. I'm pretty sure if you have this treasure that I have on this wand, it will automatically like give you fortune, or the equivalent of it. So as you can see, this has charging and treasure. So I think this is like the default mining speed. Not too fast, but pretty fast. And whereas charging, I don't think it'll ever run out, which is kind of nice. And I think I figured out the icons. I'm pretty sure that if there's someone above you, it like ghosts out almost, because right now all the mobs in my mob system are kind of ghosted out, right? So I'm figuring that's what that is. If you guys know, feel free to tell me, because like I said, I don't know all the specifics. Die. And I will have to kill all these guys by the time I leave, because there are probably a few of you who at least know the spawning rules, and you're like, but if you don't kill all the slimes, you won't be able to spawn any other mobs in your system. And I do know that, guys. I haven't per se studied how mobs spawn myself, but Ethos studies it a lot, so watching his something through, I think I watched his entire season 1 LP over like the past week or two, and that kind of reminded me of some of the spawning rules for mobs. And if you don't know what a mob is, it's basically anything like a slime, a creeper, even a cow and a chicken and pig, any entity essentially. And if you're still confused, look it up on the wiki. The wiki usually has answers for you that I don't. Okay, I'm just trying to eliminate all the slimes before we go back up, because they're kind of the annoying thing about slimes is you have to basically half slab an area if you don't want them spawning there. So yeah, as you can see, just in the time it took me to clean up this area of slimes, I've gotten back my charge on this wand. So if you had charging combined with the potency on this, I'm pretty sure you'd have basically the equivalent of almost a super pick. And if you had treasure on it and you hit diamonds, you're in luck, which luckily I have done before. I tested this with diamonds when I was mining earlier, and it did give me like it gave me 2 diamonds compared to 1, which showed me that it was treasure. So it doesn't just say it actually does like give you it. Yeah, I think that'll be the end of this episode. By next episode, I'm going to try and work on getting a retriever, and I'll have to go hunt some endermen for that. I'll also have to work on making a solar panel, because I forgot a retriever runs on bluetricity. Oh, the special solar panel uses blue alloy. Basically, it relies heavily on this alloy furnace. The alloy furnace is undoubtedly one of the most used things, but to make it, you have to use to use it. You have to use silicon bowels, which are not too hard to make, but the pain in the butt, guys, is this. Why a diamond handsaw? That is the exact amount of diamonds I have left. I don't want to use up all my diamonds on a handsaw, but I have to, because I need that, because I need a solar panel. But I'm not going to make that now. I'm going to make it off screen, get the system running. Sorry about the power generations tutorial, by the way. My whole family's been kind of sick, and I think I might actually be starting to get it. So I'll probably make the power generation soon. I did intend to release it before this video, and it might actually be released. But as of this point, when I'm recording it, I have no idea when I'm going to release it. So I don't know if it'll be released soon, but if it's already been released, then you can just ignore this. And as you can see, we almost have filled up this barrel here. In fact, if we look in our digger's backpack, we probably can actually fill it up now with this cobblestone, and you'll see what happens when you fill up a barrel. Yep, just it says 64 out of 64, and it says full. I can't enter anything else into it, so I have to actually place another barrel, and eventually I'll have enough wood to the point where that happens, but hopefully that won't be for a while. And for those of you screaming, why don't you just incinerate the cobblestone? Why keep it? It's because there is actually a machine that can make use of it. It's more advanced than I have right now. And I'm going to work on making, not a sorting system per se, but kind of a system that can filter out anything that I can store en masse, like gravel I've added into a barrel now. Anything that can be barrel stored to justify making a barrel and actually sorting it into a barrel. Eventually we'll get a barrel. But for now, I'm going to go. As you can see, the other thing I like... Oh crap, there's a creeper. I'm not going to go in there. The other thing I like about the tree cutter thing that I have is that he eats all the leaves and all the pieces of wood, so you don't have to worry about like overflow or giant trees, because the woodcutter can handle that, which is nice. Anyway, there's my bow. I'm gonna try and shoot that creeper, because I know where he is, and he's gonna drop on me if I don't kill him. I know it. Anyway, I think that'll be all for this episode. Ooh, slightly to the left. Slightly in the tree. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Let's see if we can't smack him in the head. I'm out of arrows. Well, that was a failure. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I will try and do another how-to. I've been kind of off about that series, like I haven't done it in a while, and I feel bad because usually my how-tos are my more popular videos. Oh yeah, I made a train craft thing accidentally. It's called the assembly table, so I got confused and made that rather than this. But it's all good now, because I do like train craft stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been a tutorial. This has been a how-to with theradman. Oh yeah, and I'm actually thinking. I actually got one of my friends to make me an intro. He's still trying to find some of the things it needs, but once he finds them and he compiles it, he'll give it to me. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do some mining probably now, just to tell you. Oops. Potency. Mine through your own feet, why don't ya? Here's my dirt. There. And I'm gonna work on making this mob system safer for me, just because I keep getting blown up by it. But for now, that will be all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope that I didn't confuse you too much, but if I did, well, whatever. And yeah, I hope that you have a good day. That's about all, actually. So try and have a good day. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Goodbye. I'm gonna try making nanosuit armor, actually. Bye.